the key to this 5-game winning streak for you guys?
Our preparation, just showing up every day. Again, whether it's a win, whether it's a loss, like we don't talk about a win streak. We don't ever talk about that, right? Like to finish the non-conference, it was go get number 8, go get number 9, and now it's been go get number 1, go get number 2. Now trying to go get number 3. That's really it. It's not about win streaks. It's not about, occasionally I look at Ken Palm and realize like, oh, it's been green for a couple games, but I'm not thinking about win streak. It's just this next one, trying to go get it. But our preparation's been really good over this stretch.
What have you liked offensively? I mean, outside the preparation, obviously, but what have you liked on both sides of the ball, starting with the offense?
Well, offensively, we've been really, really efficient. We've taken care of the ball. We've gotten great shots. We've shared it. Just playing the right way. Finding each other. Getting the right opportunities, getting to the foul line, converting there. All the basic stuff, right? I'd like to see us offensive rebound more, and that part of that is we've shot the ball such a high percentage that that number's down a little bit, but our offensive rebounding percentage has kind of stayed consistent. So, but I think there's opportunities there to go get more, and we need to do that. But we've been able to win. I said it after the game the other night. Like we've been able to win where we made 14 or 15 threes. We've been able to win where we made 5 threes. So just having different ways where you can win, and you have to do that in conference play. Some games you have to win ugly. Some games you have to win by scoring. Some games you have to win with your defense. Now defensively we have to be sharper. We've had really, really good stretches. Like there have been stretches of defense that have been outstanding. They just haven't been for long enough and consistent enough. So we need to get that to where those stretches, whether they're 8 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes, we got to get them closer to 40. And if we do that and keep our offense where it is, then you're talking about a team that's really dangerous.
What dictated the difference in rotation for you from Bonaventure and Duquesne? I think against Bonaventure it was really just 7 guys, and then Duquesne you went noticeably deeper. SLU is pretty deep. I think they run 10 guys out there. Yeah. How do you kind of make that decision game to game about how deep I need to go on a given night?
It's not necessarily like Bonaventure wasn't necessarily a go in and we're just going to play 7. But sometimes it's dictated by the pace of the game. Bonnie's was a little bit slower pace of that game, or at least going in, it looked like it was going to be a slower pace. And then as certain guys in combinations get going, they kind of earn a little more rope with that, right? So they get a little bit more extended time, and then that can squeeze, others' opportunities. Duquesne looked like it was going to be a little more up and down, a little more faster pace. Wanted to get some more guys in there. Thought we could wear their guys out a little bit more. But again, I have a lot of trust and confidence in all those guys. So if it's play 7, if it's play 8, if it's play 9, if it's play 10, if it's 11, if it's 12, like I feel good. Like I really do. St. Louis is definitely they're like looking in the mirror. Like they go 9 deep. All 9 guys could probably start on most teams in the league. We're kind of the same, right? Mm-hmm. So, that's a game where we just have to look and see, and they kind of do the same thing. Like, there's certain games where guys play, and you're like, okay, yeah, he got it going. He hit a couple shots, he's playing good defense. They go on a run when he gets in the game, so that keeps him out there. And then another game, you're like, oh, he didn't play as much. Well, yeah, because the next guy did that, so that kind of squeeze. So, that's part of the sacrifice we've been talking about for a long time, and credit to our guys, like they do a good job of celebrating each other, and highlighting each other. I did it, but they were quick to also, celebrate Ahmad and Key, as guys that, hey, you didn't play against St. Bonaventure, but, played really well and were big keys to us winning that game. So, credit to them that they continue to recognize that and celebrate each other there too.
Coach, this St. Louis program, solid program. What have you seen from them so far, and what challenges do you think they're going to present to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's kind of like looking in a mirror. They've been very, very good on offense. We've been very good on offense. There's times where they've looked very good on defense, and other times not so much, and we are kind of the same. They can play 9 guys, and there's no drop off. There's no like, all right, well, at least if we get to 8 or 9 in their rotation, we have an advantage. Like, no, they have really good players at 8 and 9. So, they're deep. They do play up and down like we do. They want to get after you. They want to do all those things. It's really, I think the game's going to come down to which team's defense really brings it, right? And it's really making it hard on the offense to really score and get what they want. Because when they get stops, they really go. When we get stops, we really go. So there's that battle. they play through runs as well as any team in the country. You know, they've had bursts where you're just like, man, like that game was just a 4-point game and now it's 16. You know, how did that happen? So we have to limit those runs while also taking advantage of the, opportunities where we have to make those runs and kind of stretch the game one way or another.